Welcome to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. Brad and Josh in the studio, like always, here to break down some Sunday matchups. We'd like to know where Pat is.
If you guys have seen him, please tell him we're looking for him.
You know, I think he's at a pizzeria. Pizza time, pizzeria. I don't know what he's done.
We try to tell him that the playoffs are coming up, and you know what, guys? He doesn't care.
Playoffs!
So we're here for you no matter what. We don't care what he says, what anyone else says. We're here for you guys.
Yeah, and before we get into the show, because we always forget, let's spin that wheel.
Oh, the wheel of positions. All right. I really do want it to be Pat's choice. That way we can spin again. And it is tight ends.
Ooh, baby, tight ends.
I'm so excited about this.
So excited.
So Ertz and Kelsey are off the table.
What about Jonnu Smith? Or not Johnny Smith.
Jonnu Smith got hurt tonight.
Jalen Samuels. Are we saying not tight end eligible for this? For the sake of the show?
For the sake of the show, because he will line up as a running back.
Okay.
And he has a greater opportunity to get points than the rest of the running backs.
Tight ends, you mean, right?
Yes, rest of the tight ends.
Okay.
But I think that Kelsey and Ertz are out.
Kelsey, Ertz, and Samuels are out. Do not pick them as tight ends.
Yes.
Okay.
I already know who I'm going to pick, but...
Trey Boo Boo?
Nope. I already know. Anyway, so how are you doing, man? You good?
Oh, I'm great. Got a bunch of playoff matchups going on. I have nobody playing on Thursday night, so it's a wash for me.
You don't have Leonard Fournette in any leagues?
No.
He would have been really the only person that you started in this matchup.
Yeah, well, people that are watching this see that Derrick Henry is a man possessed. But, for this we've been doing the last couple of weeks, we'll break down Thursday's show on the Sunday night show. Because we got a lot to get to today.
We do. We can go ahead.
You want to hit that news?
There's a couple pieces of news. Emmanuel Sanders tore his Achilles. Ripped my heart out. Sammy Watkins is practicing, which is always good.
Like he said, ripped your heart out instead of tore your heart out?
He ripped it out.
Because he tore his Achilles?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
Thanks
for
bringing that up. So anyway, yes, he's been practicing, but if he doesn't play, it's okay because they've already signed the next great wide receiver in Kansas City, Kelvin Benjamin.
Ooh.
All 265 pounds of him. Or 80 pounds, I don't know. He's a big man.
He's a big boy. Big boy out there. Big target.
Very, very big man. Ryan Switzer practiced today.
Do you think Andy Reid will start getting some of that? You know, he's got that Waffle House menu. You think he's got, some syrup over there he's going to smother the ball in so when Patrick Mahomes launches the ball down the field, you see Kelvin Benjamin catch it with his teeth?
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Anyway, Melvin Gordon did not practice again today. He's doing some drills, but it doesn't appear that he's going to play. So make sure you guys are well aware of that. Gronk and Brady are healthy. That's always good. Now, the quarterback for the Washington Redskins, Alex Smith, he had some complications with that leg today. What can you give us a little more insight on that, Brad?
So he had an infection from the multiple surgeries, and I don't want to speculate on what's going on with it because I'm not a doctor. I don't understand it. I just know that they're taking it very seriously. I don't know if they said it could possibly threaten his career, but it's way too early to tell on this. I don't want to make any rash judgments or anything. I just hope he gets better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was great in fantasy last year. He's been a good quarterback as well. You know what I'm saying? He's been a good quarterback. He was the number one draft pick back in the day over Aaron Rodgers.
That's factual.
He got benched for Colin Kaepernick.
That is factual as well. These are all true things.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like
He went undefeated in college with Urban Meyer as his coach.
Those are all true things. Okay, so anyway, Kerryon Johnson was not seen at practice today. He's looking like he's going to be doubtful. I don't think that he is going to play. Personally, it looks like the Stephen Ridley thing might be a little bit more of a 50-50, maybe even a 60-40 thing. It says that Jalen Samuels is going to start. And this is Jalen Samuels talking about the plan is for him to start, but Stephen Ridley is going to be heavily involved.
Yeah, but do you think if Jalen Samuels breaks off some big runs that they're just going to lean on him?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a hot hand approach.
Like they're doing.
What Tennessee's doing tonight.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with what Tennessee's doing tonight. All right, so that's pretty much it. Marquise Goodwin actually has returned back to the team. That's important news. if any of you are thinking about starting him. And it looks like we had Malcolm Brown, which is Todd Gurley's replacement. That is important. He's going on the IR.
John Kelly
time. And Deshaun Hamilton will be the gentleman who is featured in the slot. He was drafted to be Emmanuel Sanders' replacement. He is an incredible route runner, and it looks like he could be the guy to do that. And I think that covers our news.
Yes, it does.
Try to go through that quick. We got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of games. Because buys are over. Playoffs are here. It's time to...
This is important.
So, before we get into this, because we're going to talk about starting a lot of people. When you come into playoff times, are you just starting your studs? Or do you try to get a little cute?
No, now's not the time to get cute. Unless you are in a situation where you snuck in and somehow you are ending up playing a juggernaut where you need upside.
Okay. And we'll get into a couple of those like matchups when we talk about it. But all right. You want to hit the first game? Because I know you got a barn burner up there on top.
This won't take long. All right. We got Jets at the Bills. It's going to be cold. So there's that.
Yup.
This could be an Isaiah Crowell or Sean McCoy game, but I'm not banking on that. I don't want to start anyone.
Sam Darnold's playing. He's starting.
Yep, he sure is, which hurts Robbie Anderson.
Does it help the Bills' defense?
Doesn't hurt him. I actually like the Bills' defense in this matchup. I don't like anyone on the Jets side of the ball. I mean, we're talking playoffs here.
Playoffs?
We're not talking. I mean, so you guys got to understand that you can't go in there starting Crowell. You can't go in there starting Quincy Newell and Robbie Anderson for some upside.
Is the Jets tight end the tight end you're going with?
So Herndon is a tight end who is startable. He's a low-end tight end.
Very low.
Yes. But, I mean, with tight end, outside of your top 4 guys, you're kind of hoping and praying for some kind of production. So
you remember, like, off-season stuff when we talked about Charles Clay being a thing? And he literally has done nothing all year?
Yep. I remember that.
He even dropped a touchdown pass that could have won him the game last week.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's kind of the way it's been for tight ends this year. It's been a bad year for tight ends. So, except for this guy who's backing up Jonnu Smith. All right. So, anyway, Josh Allen. So, the question is, Josh Allen has been running like a madman. He had over 125 yards last week. He had 135? 135 yards last week. Great game as far as that goes because that gets you 13 points right there. Boom, boom. That's great for a quarterback. But just on the ground anyway. But do you start him against this Jets defense? I personally feel like there are better plays inside, especially if you made it to the playoffs. You didn't make it to the playoffs starting Josh Allen all week. Or Josh Allen all season.
But would you rather start Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
The Bills are playing
the Chiefs
or the Chiefs at the Kansas. I would rather play Lamar Jackson.
Okay. I think those are guys that are similar situated. Like
yes. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. LaShawn McCoy now, you probably haven't used him most of the year, but I think that if you want to flex him, I know. I feel like he could be a flex-worthy option here. Okay. Well.
I know.
Zay Jones. Nah.
He's a wide receiver there.
He's a wide receiver there, but he caught 2 touchdowns last week. There's no one else there now to compete with. The problem is that Buffalo only throws the ball 10 times a game, and they're not going to need to throw it a lot when it's going to be 25 degrees outside. So I'm not banking on that. Like I said, though, the defense, great. That is pretty much it for Jets and Bills. Brad, what do you got for your first game?
I got the Panthers at the Browns.
Oh.
So.
Nice.
This one I think is kind of easy. Cam? I mean, it's Cam. You know what he's going to. I mean, last week he was bad and he still got you good points.
He still got decent points last week. 4 touchdowns, though. Do you think he's going to recover?
4 interceptions, you mean?
Yes, 4 interceptions. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, he's good. His shoulder's a little banged up this week, but he says he's resting it so he can play.
Okay.
Christian McCaffrey, I'm not worried about Christian McCaffrey, especially in PPR. In standard, maybe not really, but really don't care. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Boom.
Now, the wide receiver situation in Carolina.
Not good.
DJ Moore. Are you willing to wide receiver to him, possibly flex him?
I like DJ Moore.
Would you rather flex him over Shady?
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to get a good,
for where
you're putting Shady at.
The problem with the Panthers passing game is not great, but
It's not consistent.
it's not consistent.
Christian McCaffrey's the only consistency. There.
Super consistent. Love him.
Funchess was back last week. Curtis Samuel had a decent game. The Browns defense isn't bad, so
Remember, Devin Funchess is a tight end, though. I understand he is a wide receiver, quotations, but they use him as a tight end.
How good Devin Funchess would be if we could play him at tight end?
Oh, he'd be at least top 10.
Yeah.
At least.
Rest of the Carolina side of the ball, though, I don't want to start Curtis Samuel. I'm in the playoffs. I'm not risking it with Curtis Samuel. I'm not risking it with Devin Funchess. I'm not risking it with one of their backup tight ends. Anything else? You agree with that?
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Brown side of the ball, Johnny Manziel. Do you want to start him against this Panthers defense?
Johnny Manziel?
Oh, shoot. Wow, that was the wrong one. Baker.
Poor Baker. No.
Baker.
No. Do I want to start Baker? So I actually have Baker on my team, on one of my big teams, and he had a bad week, but he kind of recovered in that second half.
Would you start Josh Allen over him, though?
No, I like Baker better.
Okay.
I really do. I like Baker better than Lamar Jackson, too. I think he's around that 15, 16 range. So 2 QBs leagues for sure. And if, let's say, your guy's hurt or for whatever reason you made it there starting Baker Mayfield, then, yeah, I think he started this week.
Okay. We'll get into some other guys, too, later as we bring them up, and I'll probably bring him back up as well. Nick Chubb is an auto start now, right? There's nothing we're going away from Nick Chubb with.
The 9 carries last week was concerning, but I think that was because the game got out of hand very quick.
It was bad play calling in the beginning, and they weren't getting any drives going. Yep. And he still had a good game.
Yep.
All right, Jarvis Landry. Oh, man. I mean, you love the targets he's getting.
No.
On the year.
Nope. Don't let this one game fool you.
He's had 2 with Baker.
1 recently, though.
Yeah. You don't think that the Panthers are going to be able to put up points and they're going to have to?
The Panthers play down to their opponent. They've done this all year.
Okay.
I don't trust my playoff.
The Panthers are better than the Browns? The Panthers are better than the Browns?
Yeah, the Panthers are better than the Browns. Okay. But I don't trust my playoff team with Jarvis Landry right now.
What about any of these other wide receivers out there?
No.
Okay.
Antonio Callaway will get you close, and then he'll break your heart when he drops it.
Yeah, that's what Antonio Callaway, I think, is a guy maybe next year we can probably look at in the offseason and start thinking about as a late-round flyer. And David Njoku.
Start.
Yes. Panthers are bad against tight ends.
Historically bad.
Yeah.
It was surprising to me last week that, I can't even remember who the Panthers played right now. They lost to them, though. Tampa Bay, yeah. It was surprising to me that Cameron Brate did not score a touchdown. Yeah.
He dropped one.
Yeah, so.
And that was the first one in like 7 games that somebody tight end had scored a touchdown.
Yep.
So David Njoku, fire him up. All systems go. Is that the tight end you're going to take?
No, it's not the tight end I'm going to take.
This is the tight end we're going to get, Pat, though.
Okay. I'm going to take Eric Ebron.
Wow, dude. We do this at the end of the show. Thanks for ruining it.
You keep asking me if this is the one I'm going to take.
It's called teasing.
Oh, well.
Wow, dude. All right. Anything else you want to add on this game? So another reason why I like Nick Chubb even better is that Duke Johnson has not been practicing for personal reasons lately this week. So if he misses this game, and we don't even have to worry about Nick Chubb coming off the field for third down or they're chasing points,
I like it.
Gives him even more big boost.
I like it.
All right.
Falcons at Packers. Matt Ryan. You trust your playoff team with Matt Ryan?
At Green Bay, 27 degrees?
Yeah.
No.
Me neither.
This has got really high over-under, though. It's a 50.5 point over-under.
So, yeah, but you say 50 or 15?
50.
50?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not banking on that. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Julio Jones or Calvin Ridley break one.
It's the 5th highest over-under of the week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So, Matt Ryan, I think he's startable. What we have to really worry about is the weather. Is it going to snow? We know it's going to be cold.
Would you rather start Baker over him?
I think they're close. I think they're really close.
You love Matt Ryan's weapons more is the thing, right?
Yeah, you have to love Matt Ryan's weapons more. So I think I would still start Matt Ryan, but it's not far off.
So you start Matt Ryan over Aaron Rodgers?
No.
And this is that's crazy that I even say that, right? The way we came into the season.
It is, but I think Aaron Rodgers now, because he gets to do whatever he wants. I know they have a new head coach, but come on, let's be honest. It's Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be happy.
Like when Manning used to get an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and then he would get those guys jobs, and they realize like this guy doesn't deserve a job at all.
He's still getting Mike McCoy jobs.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess so. So yeah, Matt Ryan, you can start him low end starter. Tevin Coleman though, Ito Smith, no man, no. Tevin Coleman's carries have dropped every game for the past 5 weeks.
Even in this really cold game against a Packers run defense that isn't great.
They're one of the worst teams in the league for running the ball. They cannot get it figured out. That offensive line is depleted, and I'm not really – I don't want to put my playoffs hopes on Tevin Coleman, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I like it.
Or Ito Smith. Julio Jones, must start. Mohamed Sanu and Calvin Ridley. I like Calvin Ridley a little bit more. He's obviously the big playmaker in this one.
Do you like him over DJ Moore?
Yes.
Okay.
So flex-worthy Calvin Ridley. Hooper.
Oh,
you got to start Hooper.
Do you have to? Over Jimmy Graham?
I would start him over Jimmy Graham.
Okay. In the same game, just kind of going off.
Yes.
The Falcons' defense is not good.
Rodgers. So this is the playoffs. You can start Aaron Rodgers right here against the Falcons.
I like how you say that. You can start. Not like
you must start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. No, yeah, I get it. That's why you don't take quarterbacks early. Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, don't touch him. Jimmy Graham, okay.
He's a tight end with balls.
Yeah, okay. And then, I actually like this Packers defense a little bit this week. I don't think they're bad.
Ooh.
I know it's surprising, but that offensive line for Atlanta's bad, dude.
It is, but
they are bad.
Julio can.
He can.
He's got a foot issue though. Julio is not. He's not practicing with a foot, or he's limited.
He'll play.
He says he's gonna play through it.
It's Julio Jones. He'll play.
Double J.
Speaking
of Double J, did you see him throw the sword down?
Yeah, Double J. Jeff Jarrett, baby. Woo! And then he went out there and did his strut. Woo! That's the man right there. That's WWE Hall of Famer. Woo!
It is.
Jeff Jarrett. All right, so moving on. Brad, what you got for your next game?
We got the Ravens at the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Over under a 51.5. You want to do the Chiefs really fast because it's easy? Are you worried at all about Patrick Mahomes against this Ravens defense?
No.
Okay, exactly. That's what I think too.
He's
starting Patrick Mahomes over every quarterback out there, right?
He's a must start.
Okay. Tyreek Hill?
Yes.
Duh. Travis Kelce?
Duh.
Spencer Ware?
No.
Ooh. What about Charkandrick West?
No.
What if you were a Hunt owner and you need to replace him? Is Charkandrick West in the PPR format?
No, you got to start Spencer Ware better. The problem is that none of these guys have the pop.
No, they're not going to. Spencer
Kareem,
Ware, you're hoping for a rushing touchdown. Charkandrick West, you're hoping for a receiving touchdown.
Yeah, but I'm not banking on any of it.
Okay.
I think it's a tough matchup for these guys.
Kelvin Benjamin, if he plays?
No, or Sammy. I don't trust him or Sammy this week. Because if Sammy's active, he's probably going to do that thing where he goes out there for 5 snaps and then he sits the rest of the freaking game. No.
I really don't want to. I think you should be able to find better options, right?
Hopefully, yes.
Now on the Ravens side of the ball, Lamar Jackson.
Start.
Just because he's sheer volume, he's probably going to throw the ball, right?
The Oakland Raiders just put up 33 points against the Kansas City Chiefs.
And they have a terrible run defense.
Raiders.
They're terrible against running backs. We know Lamar Jackson is a glorified running back right now. That's how they use him.
Yeah, he's basically like Odell Beckham back there.
He's basically like Michael Vick at Virginia Tech.
Yes, at VT, yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
At Virginia Tech, because they said, don't even, just run.
Just run it.
You faster than everybody, just run.
You real fast.
All right. Do you want to start any of these running backs in the Ravens backfield? Because Kansas City is give up the most points to running backs.
What I'm worried about is this game getting away from the Ravens, but I think Gus Edwards is a decent start this week.
They give him the carries.
He gets to work.
And then Ty Montgomery?
He's the passing down guy. They used him last week.
Exactly. He gets catches.
But I don't want to start him.
Would you start him over Spencer Ware?
No. This is playoffs, dude.
Okay.
No.
This is what we're talking about, trying to get cute. I'm just wondering.
No, we're not sure. We can't get too cute here.
What if you're playing against Derrick Henry?
You need some upside. If you're playing against Derrick Henry. If a team made it to the playoffs and they started Derrick Henry,
good on them.
You're in some trouble though.
You're in some trouble.
Yeah, he's scored 4 touchdowns so far, over 200 yards rushing.
Do you want to start any Ravens wide receiver? Because they're going to be chasing points.
No.
No Crabtree, possibly.
No.
No Snead for just
It's playoffs, dude. No.
What if you're in a 3 wide receiver league?
No. I don't want to.
Okay. Would you rather start Conley over a Ravens wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson doesn't. He's not.
Valdez-Scantling over a Ravens wide receiver?
So
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Crabtree.
Exactly.
Maybe Crabtree.
All right. Ravens defense, as good as they are, you could not start them this week against the Chiefs.
I mean, you can. You can physically put them in your lineup.
Patrick Mahomes has turned the ball over a few times. Would you be willing to start the Chiefs against the Ravens? Lamar Jackson put the ball on the ground a couple times against the Falcons last week.
So this is something that I thought about because I actually looked at one of your lineups and you have.
The Chiefs still in there, yes.
You're starting them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. That defense is so suspect.
It is, but what they do is they get sacks.
They've tightened up.
No, they give up a ton of points. Don't get me wrong. They give up points. They give up yardage.
Yeah.
But they get sacks. They get interceptions. They get fumbles, strip sacks.
Lamar Jackson's slippery, though.
He's slippery. And that ball's slippery in his hands. He's put it on the ground like 4 times last week.
This game's in Kansas City.
Yes.
So I think.
And it's going to be 38 degrees.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson got small hands.
I have Kansas City just outside my top 12, but I think they're startable.
Would you rather start them over the Panthers defense against the Browns?
No.
Okay, what about
it's Kansas City, dude. They're awful.
They are awful.
They're awful on defense.
But when you look at their fantasy numbers, fantasy-wise, they have not been bad. And whenever you tell me that Tyreek Hill's returning punts for you, hey, I'm getting that too.
It can't hurt.
You know?
It can't hurt.
You get that boom play.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Okay, I know. I'm kind of in a similar boat.
All right.
That's about it. I mean, it's easy.
Pats at Dolphins. So, can you guess the one person I would start from the Dolphins?
Drake.
That's it.
But both the wide receivers looked good last week.
Don't care.
Tannehill's looked good since he's been back.
Don't care.
It's going to be a balmy 84 degrees down in Miami.
Is it really going to be 84?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's too warm.
Yeah.
It's too warm for December.
This is usually the game New England kind of drops.
Yeah.
That's this at Miami game late in the season.
I know this because last year I started Rex Burkhead in this game, and Rex Burkhead had an amazing first half. And I'm thinking, I might actually win this playoff game. Turns out, he never touched the ball again in the second half, and I lost.
I know
big time.
We always try to talk up Bill Belichick that he never looks ahead, but they're at the Steelers next week. This could be kind of a trap game. They just beat the Vikings. They're going at Miami. Then they're going to the Steelers next.
Yeah, I feel like the Patriots are – I hope the Patriots are going to be ready, but this game's also in Miami. And that matters. And it seems like the Dolphins always try to give the Patriots their best shot.
Yeah.
They're not a good team.
No.
But they are sometimes against New England for whatever reason. So – all right, I guess, whatever. Tom Brady. I actually feel like you can start Tom Brady this week, which is another crazy thing to say. I know. He's not even ranked in the top 12 in quarterbacks this year. I think he's 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah, he's not been looking good at all.
Well, he is 42 years old or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sony Michel, James White. Which one do you like better this week?
Sony Michel.
James White got a lot of work last week. Mm-hmm. What about Rex Burkhead?
No, not yet. I got to see it from him first. And like we said before, like Belichick could come out and say, hey, Sony Michel, rest your knees. We're going to just work Burkhead's neck into the ground.
Really, that's the only question that you have. You're going to start Edelman. You're going to start Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon in PPR, I think you are still starting James White if you have him. Because chances are you don't have both him and Sony Michel.
Yeah.
Would you start any of these Patriots running backs over Spencer Ware?
I would start.
Ravens have a good run defense.
Yeah, I would start Sony Michel over him.
James White in PPR?
James White in PPR.
Okay.
You're hoping for upside, man, with James White. But Rex Burkhead does make things complicated. I'm not quite ready to start him yet, but look what I know. He'll probably get 3 goal line carries and score 3 touchdowns because James Devlin did it last week, and he had only had 1 carry on the entire season up to that point.
Yep.
So there's that.
No, wait. No, we didn't.
No one called it. Literally no one.
Like no one called Derrick Henry just running over everybody.
Yeah, no.
The Jacksonville defense gave up.
Edelman and Gordon, I feel good. I feel like Edelman's wide receiver 2. Gordon's flex with possible upside. Gronk, you're going to start him.
Ugh.
Most people who drafted Gronk aren't in the playoffs because they took him early and he screwed you.
Gronk or David Njoku?
Gronk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't feel good about it. He doesn't look right. Doesn't look right.
We haven't talked about too many.
And that Patriots
Gronk
defense?
Or Hooper?
Hoop.
The fact that you just said that. Really? They're going to give Deion Lewis some goal line carries?
Why not? Why not?
Let Derrick Henry break the record. He's tied for most touchdowns franchise history. Let him break it.
I think Gronk is still better than Hooper. Maybe.
The upside is better.
Oh, they're bringing Derrick Henry in now. Oh, never mind. They're not.
Oh, he's like, come on.
He's like, let me go get another one. All right. And then the defense. How you feel about that defense, about the Patriots defense? I think they're startable this week. They've been tightening up. Okay. All right.
They have been, and it's Miami. I don't know. This game's so weird to me.
It is weird.
Did you say Julian Edelman you're starting, Josh Gordon you're starting?
Huh?
You say Josh Gordon and Julian Edelman both starts?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Saints at the Bucks. 55-point over-under.
Whew.
Saints are favored by 8.5.
It better be.
Just so you know, the Buccaneers did beat the Saints this year. Wasn't that week 1? Didn't they beat them?
What?
Did they win or did the Saints win that game? Either
No,
way.
the Saints lost. That was their first loss.
Yeah, it was 48-40. That was Fitzmagic coming to shine.
Because we all saw that coming.
It's actually supposed to be really wet and rainy and thunderstorm and lightning down there. 75 degrees though.
And it's a away game for the Saints.
Yeah, and it's outdoors. And it possibly could be raining. Does that worry you about Drew Brees?
Yes.
Even though this Buccaneers defense is bad, even though they picked off Cam Newton 4 times last week, they bad.
Drew Brees doesn't like playing outside. Those old man bones of his, they don't feel good outside.
Which is weird because he played at Purdue outside in college.
Yeah, but you got to think he's played a lot longer indoors than he has outdoors. So
Mike Vrabel deserves to be fired.
Well, they're winning 30-9, so
You punch it up. Ask yourself.
I don't think they're bringing him in now.
Oh,
Bringing in the hammer.
for a play action, whatever. All right, Drew Brees. Yes, you're going to start him. I don't really like starting, but you're going to start him because Tampa Bay defense is terrible.
Don't get cute.
Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, you can start both of them because if Drew Brees is bad, they're going to rely on the run like they have been all year. That's what we see a lot. What was that? Google Jalen Ramsey flop. Pretty sure it's going to be on the YouTube by now.
Oh my gosh.
That was amazing. Probably the best thing I've seen all
What
year.
a punk.
All right. Michael Thomas, he's been battling an ankle injury. He practiced today. He'll be out there. You're starting Michael Thomas. He lit up Tampa Bay last time they played.
That was a long time ago, man.
It was, but
They got Tommy Lee out there with the drumsticks, and
Yeah.
he's freaking
Oh,
crushing
okay.
it.
And then
He's playing the world's smallest violin. Did you see that?
he is Ben Watson. You want to start Ben Watson?
I don't want to.
Exactly. I don't want to either. I think we've talked about some better tight ends.
Yep.
Tampa Bay side of the ball. Jameis. Is Jameis startable?
Not if it's gonna thunder and lightning and rain. I don't.
Okay.
I know people like
Mike, which rank the Tampa Bay wide receivers? How do you think they're gonna finish this week?
Godwin, Evans, Humphreys.
Whoo! Reverse that's mine.
Reverse it.
Yeah,
Humphreys, Evans, Godwin.
Yeah, and the only reason I'm putting Evans at 2 is just because
It's Mike Evans.
he should be number 1, but we're going crazy with it.
Yeah.
Cameron Brate, do you like Cameron Brate this week?
Yes.
Yep. And the Saints are really good against the run, so not that you were ever going to start Peyton Barber, but even if you thought about it,
Not in the playoffs.
don't get cute.
Not in the playoffs.
Defenses, I'm staying away from every defense in this game.
Yep. I agree.
And Saints, maybe if you're looking for some James turnovers. If you need, like, if you're really scraping the bottle and you're in a 3 defense league or something.
Yep. All right.
All right. Anything else you want to add in this game? I don't think there's really much else.
No. All right, so Colts at the Texans. Andrew Luck had an awful game last week. I feel like he's going to bounce back and at least throw 1 touchdown this week. He normally throws 3.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll split the difference, give you 1.5.
Or maybe he throws 6 to make up for it.
Dude, you never know. The Texans defense is playing out of their minds.
You know
now.
why Andrew Luck didn't throw 3 touchdowns? Because they didn't run some stupid gadget play to get his head knocked off. They didn't run some weird in and around with him or weird throw. Man, I was rooting for him to get in there.
Oh, me too.
And then he's an Alabama player. You hate him, but still.
I know, but I want to see a guy do well. All right.
Yeah.
So, Andrew Luck, I feel like you can start him this week. I feel pretty good about that. Now, Nyheim Hines, Marlon Mack. No. So much no. Do not start them. T.Y. Hilton? Yeah. Yeah, of course. And then Eric Ebron,
You already let the cat out of the bag. Got your
I will. I feel like he will finish as a top 3 tight end this week.
Okay.
At number 3. Eric
Okay.
Ebron. Now on the other side of the ball, there's no one else I need to talk about. Deshaun Watson. Oh yeah. Strap on your big boy boots. Play Deshaun Watson. Lamar Miller, I feel like is going to be a good play this week. Lamar Miller?
Yeah.
So
Devontae Freeman's practicing in full.
Deontay Foreman.
Deontay Foreman. What did I say? Deontay Freeman.
Devontae Freeman is not
He's
practicing.
definitely not practicing. He is.
Deontay Foreman is practicing, but I think it was more of a maybe we'll use this guy in the playoffs type situation.
Yeah. He was practicing in full, though. Wasn't limited or anything, so.
He's limited. He's so limited.
Okay.
Tore his Achilles.
I want to watch and see how he does.
DeAndre Hopkins, come on. We already know that. Demarius, please do not start him. Do not start Demarius Thomas.
He's limited like always.
Yeah,
he plays.
I think he plays, but I don't think you should start him.
Yeah, just because he tweaks that hamstring again, he's done like he was last week.
Yep. And then you got your boy, not your boy, the defense. You got to fire up this Houston defense.
What about Thomas, the tight end Thomas?
Jordan Thomas.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
That was my tight end pick.
I feel like Derrick Henry's run was better.
Because he stiff-armed 17,000 dudes?
He stiffed on everyone. Yeah, I feel like his was better.
He threw A.J. Boyd around like he was a brag doll?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's about it for this game.
Not a lot.
No, I think it actually could be a good offensive game.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cut and dry. Like there's not some secret guy like Andrew Luck's third receiver or something crazy like that. There's not going to be any
No
secret.
Dontrell Inman.
No. No.
All right. We got the Giants at the Redskins. Talk about a bad game.
Do we have to talk about it?
We do.
Odell.
The best quarterback in this game is Odell Beckham.
That's not even a joke.
Nope. So, Odell, obviously starting Saquon, you're starting. Don't even... Eli, no. Just no.
What about Evan Ingram?
No, he's still not practicing, or was he limited today? I don't even think he's practicing still. So, I don't think he plays again. I dropped him in the league, actually.
Sterling Shepard.
No. Honestly, really, Odell's about the only... Odell and Saquon are about the only thing I'm starting from the Giants with the playoffs on the line.
Easy.
Redskins side of the ball, I want to start Adrian Peterson.
You want to or you will?
I want to because they're going against the Giants, who have a terrible run defense. But we got the Sanchez back there.
The Sanchez. Who will fumble and then recover it with his butt.
Maybe he uses his armpit this time.
He did use his butt last time.
I know. So
it's amazing. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, there's nobody on the Redskins. Like, Adrian Peterson's the only guy you can possibly even think about starting. Other than that, there's nobody on the Redskins team I want to start. That offensive line's beat up even more.
Josh Doxson?
Nope.
Jamison Crowder?
Nope.
Jordan Reed?
Nope.
Vernon Davis?
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. I'm running out of Redskins.
No, there's nothing on the Redskins. Like, I don't... With Mark Sanchez back there, there's just nothing. Like, Adrian Peterson's the only one you can think about starting. That's just because the Giants' run defense is so bad.
Okay. I agree with that. Pretty cut forward.
Defensively, though, do you want to start the Redskins' defense hoping Eli turns the ball over?
No.
Okay. So I thought, too.
They're going to be on the field a lot.
Yeah. Well, they might not be if Odell's just throwing bombs out there.
I like how you keep saying Odell throwing bombs.
He's throwing 2 this year. I'm just saying.
It's true. He's got almost as many as Eli. All right, so That's it with that game? No, I'm kidding. Broncos at Niners.
He's actually closer to Eli's touchdown number than Eli is to Patrick Mahomes' touchdown number.
I could see that. I could see that. Broncos at Niners. Well, Patrick Mahomes has 40.
Yeah, Eli's only at 15.
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. All right. Broncos at Niners. You're not going to start Case Keenum. Don't even try it. Philip Lindsay must start. Now, so we talked about the receivers, and I do think Cortland Sutton in this game is a decent play.
With your fantasy playoffs on the line,
would I start Cortland Sutton?
Would you start Cortland Sutton?
Depending on my options, yes. He's going to be the guy.
I'm trying to think of a not so obvious option. I don't know what to talk about. I'll think about somebody.
They're trying to strip the ball out to get Derrick Henry another
Calvin
shot.
Ridley.
Calvin Ridley. No, I like Cortland Sutton better.
Okay. DJ Moore.
Yeah, I like Sutton better than TJ Moore.
You like Sutton better than DJ Moore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see how high I gotta go up this list here.
Okay.
Julian Edelman in PPR.
No.
Okay.
I like Sutton.
I just wanted to.
I like Sutton, but not that much.
Okay. I wanted to see how crazy you would get.
No. All right, Deshaun Hamilton, no. The Broncos defense, oh yeah. You better believe I would start them.
Yeah, I'm playing against them.
Yeah, I would definitely start them. Jeff Wilson Jr.
The third.
Is he the third?
No.
I'm like, Jeff Wilson Jr. the third? What?
Yeah.
All right, so starting over to the 49ers side. I'm not starting Nick
Do you remember where
Mullins.
he went to college? We talked about it last week.
No, I don't remember.
North Texas, man. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah, the Mean Green.
Come
Sorry,
on.
I was very intoxicated. All right.
Yeah.
Jeff Wilson Jr., the fifth string running back for the 49ers. I do not want to start him this
But weren't
week.
the Broncos really bad against running backs earlier this year?
Were.
Yeah, not anymore.
Nope. Real good now. Next, Dante Pettis and Marquise Goodwin. Nope. And nope. George Kittle must start. About the only starter, really, for this 49ers team. And that's pretty much it.
How have the Broncos been against tight ends this year? Are they middle of the road? They're not as bad as they used to be, right?
No, I think they're middle of the road. I can look it up for you, though.
It's all good. I think they're middle of the road. I remember last year they were the best matchup against tight ends.
So the dude in our Dynasty League just posted the group chat. Imagine if someone sat Derrick Henry. That would be such an idiot. Because he sat him.
He's out of the playoffs anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Aw.
What? It doesn't. To be honest.
No, but he doesn't want to be in the toilet bowl.
Let's see here. For this game, last thing I want to bring up is Broncos-wise, if Royce Freeman's out there and you're a Philip Lindsay owner, do you add Royce Freeman as a handcuff?
Yes. He is good.
Yeah.
Just Philip Lindsay's just really good.
Yeah. Okay. That's solid. Really
And the Broncos are going to lean on this run game.
Do you worry about 8-man in the box against Philip Lindsay? He's had one of the least amount of 8-man in the box.
One of the least?
Yeah.
I don't worry about that.
Okay.
These young receivers, I think they're going to show out. It's just the quarterback's not very good.
He's better than we had last year. Remember that.
Oh, I know that for a fact.
Don't always get too.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember.
Too crazy.
I watched this. Yeah, I watched everything last year. All right. Next.
We got the Bengals at the Chargers. Bengals defense, very bad. Chargers defense, pretty good. They played a really good half against the Steelers.
They did, and they played a really bad one.
Yeah.
But this is the Bengals with second-string quarterback, no receivers.
Yeah, Jeff Driscoll, as you like to say, is... What is he? Is he good?
No, he's real bad.
He's real bad. Tyler Boyd, you can start him just because of sheer volume.
I think that's a good safe play.
He gets volume.
No, I think he's wide receiver 2 with wide receiver 1 upside.
Yes. Because of the volume he gives with the touchdown possibilities. Joe Mixon, he was a little banged up. I think it was his ankle this week. If for some reason you see that he doesn't play, Giovanni Bernard is a really good play.
I think it's a great play.
Yeah, because I think they're going to be trailing. Everybody's on the ball. Gio probably won't be a bad pickup. Joe Mixon, just same thing though. He'll be good. Not great, but good.
Yeah. Good-ish.
The Chargers' run defense has not been great.
I think it's going to get better now that Joey Bosa's back.
He's not.
James Conner didn't do a lot.
No, he didn't. It was a lot of touchdowns. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. Chargers side of the ball. Keenan Allen, duh. Phillip Rivers, love Phillip Rivers this week. I wish we had done quarterbacks because I was going to take Phillip Rivers, baby.
You're going to pick with your heart?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I always pick with my heart.
Okay, yeah.
I always pick with your heart. It makes you fart.
All right.
All right. The Williams brothers, Mike Williams, Tyrell Williams.
They're not brothers.
Yeah, Will.
No, they're not.
Will.
No, they're not.
Will.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Well, okay.
Not gonna say
I don't
that.
want to start either one of those guys in my fantasy playoffs. If you want a crazy upside, maybe Mike Williams if you're praying for some touchdowns, but that's all it's going to be.
Yeah,
if you're in a standard league, maybe you're praying for the touchdowns, you can go with him. The running back situation, though, for San Diego, I think the running backs, whoever is the running back for the Chargers, will have a great week. I think you can start Austin Eckler because I think he'll get you 5 catches, about 50, 60 yards, which won't be bad. Hopefully he gets in the end zone.
Do you like Justin Jackson?
I do. I think he's the better running back there, pure running back. Phillip Rivers even came out and said they need to give him the ball more in the post game. We saw Aaron Rodgers said that, right? And they finally let Aaron Jones loose.
Well, Aaron Rodgers also has more pull, I think.
I think Phillip Rivers has more pull.
Maybe.
Because Kid Woods and Hunt have been together for a while.
Okay. I'll buy that.
I think he listens to that quarterback. And
Well,
says,
you are an LA Chargers insider, so.
Wee baby. I think it's the San Diego one. I introduced this game now. Think about it. But other than that, I don't think Melvin Gordon plays. Antonio Gates, haha, you're really funny. TJ Uzama, you're even funnier. Don't start either one of them.
All right.
And you ready for your game?
I'm ready. Big Ben. Steelers and Raiders. I'm going to start out with Big Ben. Start him. Please start him. Start him.
On the road at Oakland?
Start him.
It's Road Big Ben.
Please start him.
It's Road Big Ben.
Please start him. It's the Raiders. Please start him. I understand it's on the road. I understand all that stuff. Jalen Samuels and Stephen Ridley. I think Jalen Samuels is the better play, but I really do expect Stephen Ridley to get some work in this game. I really do.
He gets any passing down work, though, for PPR, do you think?
Ridley?
Yeah.
No.
So he's almost unstartable on PPR, right?
Yes.
There's way better options out there in PPR.
Yeah, Standard, maybe. If you're one of these guys who's lost Kareem Hunt and Melvin Gordon, sure.
And you bench Derrick Henry this week?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. All right, so Antonio Brown, Juju, duh. And the Vance McDonald. I'm ready to do the Vance dance this week.
Are you? Dancing with Vance?
Yeah.
Is he going to take your breath away?
Because he went to Jared? No, he's not. The problem with Vance McDonald in this matchup is they could be so far ahead that they might not need to throw to him very much. No,
and that's the problem with Vance McDonald is you don't see him getting anywhere till like the second.
Yeah, or they might feature him on A drive, and then he'll never go back to him. But this is one of those games where they're like, okay, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then Vance, sure, go ahead, you take one too, bud.
And this could be one of those games where Big Ben just says, I'm going to throw the ball 18,000 times.
Could be. Now, the Steelers' defense, I like them this week. I think you should start them. Now, from the Raiders side of the ball, this is pretty straightforward. Jared Cook, must start. Must start Jared Cook. And the only other person I would even consider is Doug Martin. But he's been hurt this week.
And C.J. Anderson?
No, come on.
Well, no, the C.J. Anderson signing, does that
that doesn't
scare you away from Doug Martin? Thinking split carries or
I don't think so.
John Gruden getting crazy.
Between him, Jalen Richard.
Is it crazy that they signed C.J. Anderson and their team got younger?
Yeah, well, C.J. Anderson is basically Doug Martin, but a little bit better, but not much better. So
I don't know. I think Doug Martin's had better games in his career.
Yeah, he's had better games. But come on, that was a long time ago. That was back when he was on the juice, my friend.
Hey, you need to do what you got to do.
CJ's pure.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Pure. All right, that's it. But I don't want to start Doug Martin either. All right, Brad, what we got on the
Derek
next?
Carr?
No Derek Carr. You're not gonna
Jordy.
You're not gonna play
Jordy when they're
these
chasing
Raiders in your playoff matchup.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. We got Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles won this game. They're back in the divisional race. They're only a game back. They lose this game, they're pretty much out of it. They win this game, they're back in it. So the Eagles are playing for a lot. It's at the Cowboys, though. So what's that mean for Zeke? Duh, you start Zeke.
He's going to eat.
Yeah. So the Eagles secondary is all kinds of banged up, so I like Amari this week. What about Dak Prescott? Weird playoff matchup.
And this secondary is bad.
Would you ride with Dak Prescott this week?
Who?
Over
Derek Carr? Yeah.
no, duh. Over Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson?
Yes, yes.
Baker?
Yes.
Jameis?
Yes.
I'm just doing my games because it's all they got up in front of me. Over Brady?
Close. Not quite Brady.
Matt Ryan, though?
Yes.
And Aaron Rodgers?
No.
But you're thinking about it, though, against Aaron.
No. Aaron Rodgers is the man.
Uh-huh.
He's going to have a good game.
I don't think Dak's a bad play, though. If you start Dak, I think he can do something for you.
I think he will.
Other than that, on the Cowboys side of the ball, there's not much else that you can rely on fantasy-wise. God, these crazy eyes.
He's smiling as he's
because
running.
he just said, finally. All right, we're talking about Derrick Henry.
He just earned a contract extension in one game.
Yup.
Good for you, bud.
All right, and the Eagles side of the ball. Eagles fly, right?
Wait, all you said was Zeke and Dak?
And Amari.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
The big three. Other than that, there's nobody over
The
there.
triplets?
Technically, they kind of are right now for what they got. This Dallas defense is really good. Carson Wentz has not looked really good lately.
That's true.
I like Dak over Carson Wentz,
Yeah, I agree.
especially at Dallas. Wide receiver wise at the Eagles.
Oh.
Golden Tate just had a great game, right?
Oh.
Are you chasing those points? Are you riding this dragon through your fantasy playoffs?
Do I have to?
You don't want to.
No, because No, I don't want to. And the Cowboys have one of the best linebacking cores in the entire NFL. And that's the part of the field where Golden Tate occupies.
Do you start him over DJ Moore?
Yes.
Ooh.
Dreadfully, yes. Luckily, I don't have to make this decision.
Adam Humphries?
I don't. No, I like Humphries way better.
Okay. Which is weird because Humphries was third. So you like all three Tampa Bay wide receivers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For
Over
sure.
Golden Tate. Okay.
Because he's had one good game there.
Okay. Alshon Jeffrey is a bench.
He's dead to me.
Okay.
Dead to me.
Nelson Aguilar. Sorry.
If Alshon's dead to me, Nelson Aguilar.
Sorry, I couldn't. I tried to say it. I tried to say it best.
He doesn't even exist.
I tried to say it as best I could. Remember in the beginning of the year when he had some good games?
That was back with Nick Foles.
Yeah, but he had good games at the beginning of the year.
He was
all
like,
right, running back situation for the Eagles.
So hot right now. Josh Adams?
Josh Adams is the bell cow running back there, right?
I like him.
So if he's the only back I want to start there. Because Corey Clement.
You don't want to start Darren Sproles?
No, he broke out that one run for a touchdown. That was it.
Yeah. He probably felt like he earned a Super Bowl ring with that touchdown.
Yeah. He's one good hit from being out again.
Yeah, poor guy.
No, I mean, he's great. Year. He's had a great career, but...
This is last year, for sure. Yeah, I think Josh Adams...
His last year and he got hurt.
I think Josh Adams is a good start.
I think he could be a good start. This Dallas defense is playing. I wonder if this Dallas defense is a little bit too high after what they did to the Saints last week. And maybe they come crashing down the earth a little bit. So maybe Josh Adams could be a good player.
Are you calling for an upset right now?
No. Because they're going to ride Zeke. But if they lose this game, Jason Garrett might get fired on the field after this game.
No. Double J. My boy. All right.
But that's really it. I mean, you can start Golden Tate if you start him, if you flex him. I don't think he's that bad of a flex play. I like him better than Courtland Sutton this week, personally. But I know you don't.
No, I don't. All right, so now we'll go ahead and let you roll right into the Lions and the Cardinals.
Oh.
And then I will do Rams Bears, and we'll break down the Monday night game.
Lions Cardinals. Oh.
Let
me talk about our afternoon slate games we got here. We actually have a few. We got Bengals Chargers, which is good, right? Broncos Niners, not going to be good, but as a Bronco fan, you'll like that game.
Philip Lindsay, love him.
Right? Eagles Cowboys, an awesome game.
It could be. A lot of playoff implications.
Steelers Raiders, blah. Lions Cardinals. Ugh.
It's only because they're playing in Arizona.
I know why it is, but I'm just saying usually late games there's not that many, and you get these pooper of games.
Pooper?
Oh, Lions. Lions have one healthy skill position player we talked about last time. Kenny Golladay. That's it. Matthew Stafford has regressed terribly under Matt Patricia this year.
Yeah.
He does not look right. He doesn't look like the Matt Stafford before. I don't know if it's because he's not throwing the ball 7,000 times a game.
You're saying under Matt Patricia, but the offensive coordinator is the same.
He is, but the head coach still. Who gets blamed when the team loses?
It'll be the head coach.
Yes, exactly.
And the quarterback.
So, I don't like anybody on the Lions this week at all. Hands don't like a single Lion.
Okay, that's
agree
fair.
with me?
That's fair. I think Kenny Golladay could have some upside, but I'm expecting a Patrick Peterson.
I think it's going to be a low-scoring,
Yeah.
disgusting game. Theo Riddick, if you're in a PPR and you need some safe points, he can get you there with safe points.
Safe points.
I'm talking about 10 to 15.
Yeah.
He ain't getting you 25. He's no getting you 52 like big Derrick Henry over here.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. All right. Then on the Cardinal side of the ball, Josh Rosen is a no-go all over the place. You can't go near him.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk's on the IR now. Do you want to start Larry Fitzgerald?
No.
Would you start Golden Tate over Larry Fitzgerald? Because
Yes.
you're very low on Golden Tate.
They're in the same vein, really. I mean, maybe Larry, because there's not a lot of other pass catchers there.
Yeah, but do you worry if Darius Slay
No.
goes on him?
No. Larry can get open.
He can, but we haven't seen Josh Rosen hyper-target Larry Fitzgerald.
He
Carson
should.
Palmer has the ball.
He should.
They haven't done it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm really scared about it. Then Derrick Henry, or not Derrick Henry, David Johnson.
You have to start him.
You have to start David Johnson?
You have to.
Well, let me just tell you about one of my teams where I have Todd Gurley. I have David Johnson. I have Phillip Lindsay.
Okay. I would start those guys over him. Lindsey and Gurley, yeah.
Yeah. And even flexing. I got a better flex than him. I'm just
What's
saying.
your flex?
I'm trying to get it up right now.
You don't
Joe
know your
Mixon.
own
Joe
team?
Mixon. No, it's not Joe Mixon.
You don't know your own
No, I
team?
don't. And it ain't coming up.
It's because that's what happens when you're in too many leagues.
You're dang right.
You can't remember all of them.
I think it's Gus Edwards, maybe. Oh, I'm starting over David Johnson.
No, I would start David Johnson over
Ever
Gus
since
Edwards.
Snacks Harrison got there, man, that run defense is legit. in
But I
Detroit.
think he's going to get some passing down work. I really do.
You really do.
I think so.
He hasn't. He's gotten it once.
They just beat the Packers.
Oh, it's Aaron Jones. Sorry, it's Aaron Jones.
Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm starting Aaron Jones.
Yeah,
I love me some Aaron
and
Jones.
Jalen Samuels is my tight end, but
Is he really?
yeah.
Good for you, bud.
But yeah, so not to toot my own horn, toot toot. But David Johnson, yes, he is. He's an RB2 for me though. This week, I mean, he's an RB2 the rest of the season for me, really.
That's fair to say. He
He's
didn't
not
get
this-
he didn't get the touchdowns last week.
I don't even. Do you even think he's the number one pick going into next year, or a first
No,
round pick?
no,
First
no.
round pick.
No, he
First
won't
round, 12-team league. You
be.
don't
No,
think
he
he's
won't be. I think he could fall as far as the third, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to scoop him up in the back of the second.
Yep, just like Todd Gurley 2 years ago,
Yep.
because he gets the work at least.
Yep. I think he could be a sleeper pick next year.
Defensive wise, I like the Cardinals' defense against the Lions because there's not a lot of other things there in the league where you see Kansas City Cardinals defenses is my bitch. I'm thinking about possibly starting them at home.
Oh,
It's not pretty, but it might get the
Gross.
job done. Lions
Gross.
defense, Josh Rosen probably going to turn the ball over at least once, maybe twice.
all right.
And Jared Goff didn't look great against the Lions.
No? No, I agree. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Rams and Bears. So we know the Bears defense is amazing. Khalil Mack, man, he really does change some things for you. Gurley, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, you're going to start all of them. That's duh. So then we got Josh Reynolds. What do we do with Josh Reynolds? I don't feel comfortable playing him personally in the playoffs. Gerald Everett and Tyler Higbee, no thank you. Now, what do we do? The defense, I think, is startable. Mr. Trubisky is a little banged up. I think they're going to try and run the ball. But this defense does get sacks. And now, having a key back, it kind of changed things a little bit last week whenever they played the Lions. The defense was much better, and I expect that trend to continue. So I think the defense is a good play. Now, the question mark that I had with this game when I was going over it was Jared Goff. He had a bad game against the Lions last week. This was more of a Todd Gurley kind of game. And this Bears team is good. Mm-hmm. Really good against quarterbacks. What do you do with Jared Goff in this situation? So Pat was talking to me, and he said, "Do I start?"
Bears are also like the best against the run too.
Yeah,
But obviously, Todd Gurley, you're not worried about it at all.
He's going to start. But do you start Jameis over Goff?
I don't think Jameis. Baker, I could see possibly starting Baker. If you want to get crazy, I guess you could start Jameis. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. If you can win with 15 to 25 points, because I think that's the range those two are probably going to get you.
Yeah, I honestly don't know if Goff has another great game right now. Not this week against the Bears. This is a tough matchup.
But then he does that 3 dumb downs to Todd Gurley. It takes him 60 yards.
I mean, in Goff, if he's the guy who's gotten you here, you can't get too crazy with what happened last week. Last week was a crazy week for football. It was kind of an outlier. If you feel like Jared Goff is the guy who got you here, is a big part of your team's success, you got to ride him. And you got to feel good about it, and you got to roll with it. On the other side of the ball, Mitchell Trubisky, he's coming off of 2 weeks off. I think he's going to be a little bit rusty. I don't think you should start Mitchell Trubisky this week. That's my opinion. Tariq Cohen, that's a must start and a half right there, bud. Oh, yeah. Must start. Oh, yeah. I felt like I was half Canadian on that. I don't know why.
Yeah. Just because it's PPR work. He ain't going to run nowhere. Obviously, he's going to grab him, probably throw him halfway across the field, and try to throw him in the middle. But Aaron Donald will probably take a couple handoffs from him.
I'm worried about Ndamukong Suh hurting people. Jordan Howard, don't start him, please. Anthony Miller, Allen Robinson, Taylor Gabriel. I don't feel good about starting any of those. Trey Burton, I do think you can start him, though. I think Trey Burton's back to being a startable asset with Mitchell Trubisky back there.
I don't think so, but I hope so.
Okay.
Because even when Mitch was there, what was his plays where he's getting touchdowns on? Those little shuffle passes at the goal line.
He's still a top.
And Aaron Donald will intercept those.
He's still a tight end one.
Do you think they'll try to shuffle pass in the goal line with Aaron Donald in the middle?
I don't think that they won't do it.
I think it won't, because I think Aaron Donald might intercept that and run it back to the house.
That's quite possible.
Because Aaron Donald gets back in the backfield really fast.
No, Tariq Cohen will catch him. He won't be able to tackle him, but he'll be able to catch him.
Do you think he jumps on his back and Aaron Donald just carries him?
I think he'll take him out at the knees. That would be the smart play. The defense
that would be funny to watch. Like, I just want to see that now.
The defenses, I want to like the defenses just because I feel like they can get sacks in this game, possibly create some turnovers. But I am a little bit nervous about both defenses here because
if Mitch doesn't play, there's no guarantee that he'll play.
Oh, if Mitch doesn't play, for sure you fire up that Rams defense.
Okay.
A million times over, and you sit Trey Burton.
If Mitch plays,
you sit all
do
these
you like him
catchers
over these other guys like Jared Goff, Jameis Winston, Josh Allen?
No. I really think he's going to be rusty. I really do. After not
legs though. The reason we like Josh Allen and we like Lamar Jackson is the legs, and
I don't feel good about it against this defense.
When Mitch is worried, guess what he does? He ain't scared to run.
Having a shutdown corner like Aqib Talib changes things.
Yeah, shutting down your chains.
Yeah, he'll snatch that chain. 100%.
You think that's why receivers don't get first downs on him? Because he steals his chains?
Yeah. Whoo, psh, that was bad. All right. Sunday Night Football, Vikings and Seahawks.
You mean Monday Night Football, but that's okay. Monday Night Football, Vikings.
That's exactly what I said.
You said Sunday night.
Oh, whatever.
If you'd have brought up Carrie Underwood, you would have known this. Vikings, Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 3 points. It is at Seattle, which does kind of worry me about your Vikings offense. Stephon Diggs did get a little bit of practice in with the knee. Are you worried at all about starting Stephon Diggs? Being that it's a Monday night, and if something happens overnight, having to find a wide receiver to fill in.
I'm not worried about it. I think you got to pay attention to the practice reports.
Are you going out and picking up a David Moore or a Aldrick Robinson in case he doesn't play? Because if he doesn't play Monday night and you got Josh Gordon or somebody or Julian Edelman on your bench, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no, I get
Monday
you.
Night, you're not going to know till Monday morning.
I think Diggs will play.
I do too. I think he will play as well, but I think you need to have some kind of safety blanket there.
I think he'll play.
If you can move him into your flex and maybe go get a Rashad Penny.
Yeah, which Rashad Penny's out there.
Or maybe you have somebody else that you can put in your flex in this game.
Yeah, I like him.
Do you like Kirk Cousins this week?
Nope.
Do you like him less than the guys we talked about, Mitch and Jameis?
No, I like him more than those guys. The Seahawks defense isn't great this year, but when you're playing in Qualcomm, in Seattle,
12th man.
It matters, man.
They pay Texas A&M to say that.
They do. That's a fact. It's very factual. Yeah, no. Yeah, it matters, but I think Kirk Cousins still could have a decent game. Stephon Diggs playing does have a lot to do with that, but like I said, I think he'll play.
Are you worried about Adam Thielen?
No.
We haven't seen great Adam Thielen games in the last
few weeks, yeah. No, I know.
I mean, he got touchdowns, so that's kind of saved his days for you where it looked terrible, but
now is not the time to get cute.
Okay. If Diggs doesn't play, I'm really worried about Adam Thielen.
I am too.
They'll roll coverage to him like crazy.
I am too, but he is a stud. You play your studs.
Okay.
Michael Thomas hasn't had a great game in 3 or 4 weeks. You're still going to play him.
Yeah, but that's a little different situation.
How?
It's Drew Brees.
It's Kirk Cousins.
Okay. Those guys aren't even in the same tier.
They're in the same conversation right now.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Literally, same conversation. Dalvin Cook, you starting him?
Against Seattle, yeah. I think so.
You starting him over Joe Mixon?
No.
Okay. I just want to see how high up on the list.
He's a flex. He's not RB1, RB2, but he's a flex.
Okay. Kyle Rudolph?
I don't feel good about it.
But would you start him? Would you start him over Ben Watson?
Yes.
Over Dirty Vance Danson?
No. God, tight end questions are miserable, dude.
They are.
Would
you start him over Nick Vannett or Ed Dixon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
These Seattle tight ends you want nothing to do with?
No.
Okay, what about this? Russell Wilson, he's probably a must start, right?
Yeah, he's playing great lately.
Even with especially at home.
When you throw 17 passes and 4 of them are for touchdowns, I'll take that.
Xavier Rhodes was a full participant in practice this week.
Whew.
Does that worry you about Tyler Lockett?
No, Tyler Lockett is the same guy no matter what. He could break a big one.
Do you think he doesn't break one at all? Because Josh Gordon did nothing last week until Xavier Rhodes went out.
The problem is Seattle's not going to be able to run the ball against this Vikings defense.
But they're going to try.
They're going to try.
I guarantee they still run the ball 35 times.
Oh, for sure. But it's going to be Russell Wilson breaking one here or there.
I'm thinking 35 without the Russell Wilson runs.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what it's going to be. It's going to be him and then them throwing a couple balls to Tyler Lockett here, Doug Baldwin there. But I think this is going to be more of a Doug Baldwin game than a Tyler Lockett game.
Okay.
Personally.
David Moore?
No.
Okay. Nothing to do with him at all?
No, he's dead to me.
Oh, okay. A lot of people are dead to you.
Well, it's playoffs, dude.
Was he ever alive to you is the question we should ask.
Playoffs.
Are you starting the Vikings defense this week?
Yes.
Seahawks defense?
No.
No? Okay. And I think that's really about it for these players.
Yeah.
Anybody I missed? No?
No, I think that's it, bud.
Okay. It's been a great episode. Anything you want to add?
Yeah.
So our tight ends.
What's your tight end?
Jared Cook,
Eric Ebron, and David Njoku.
God, man, if you would have said we're going to do tight end picks at the beginning of the season, Njoku is probably the only name on this list that we would have said we would say.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hey, it's going to be week 14. You guys are going to pick tight ends.
Who you got?
Oh, man, fantasy football is a fickle beast.
Yeah, it is. I you know what? No matter what, though, we wish you all good luck with your playoff games this weekend. It's been a fun season. We're still going to be here throughout the rest of the playoffs, so don't worry about that. Yeah. For all of you that listen, I was going to say like all 5 of you that listen, because we're dwindling down. I know you guys, but please keep paying attention to what's going on in these games. A lot happens the last few weeks. We're here for you. We wish you luck, and you guys are more than welcome to hit us up on Twitter at EmptyWagonFF, at Tack Jones, or at FF or Josh Hughes FF.
Yep. Hey, last little bit of fantasy football advice. When you're walking into Walmart and you see that Salvation Army bucket, throw $1 in there. You need the carbon points.
It's true.
It can't hurt.
I really want to tell a story about karma points. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Bye, guys.
Bye.